How do you do? Welcome to my channel. This little spoken word is entitled, Every Family Should Have a Pet Bear. Every family should have a pet bear. The advantages of such a pet are instantly appreciated by the perceptive, most of whom already have one. However, for the small percentage of imperceptive people who possibly do not own a bear, I would like to point out some of the advantages. Actually, surveys show that 1 out of every 4 families have never owned a bear. Bears are known and admired for their decorative qualities. What palace have you ever lived in that did not have a fine-looking bear sleeping snugly before the fireplace? The latest fad among bear owners is dyeing their bear's fur exotic colors. A friend of mine, a Long Island carpenter, has given his bear a poodle haircut. He calls it his bear. Bears help to mold and strengthen the children's character. For one thing, bears have very little tail to pull, thereby preventing many children from developing cruel traits. They make children more patriotic, for what red-blooded American youth could go astray with a traditionally American grizzly, companion of Davy Crockett, for a pet? The easygoing bear has a soothing, stabilizing effect on nervous children. The children tend to control their resources and conserve their energies in watching brood in his winter nap. Surveys show that 9 times as many people with pet bears become doctors, lawyers, and animal trainers as those with all other types of pets combined. Now, for the benefit of all the people who are undoubtedly asking the questions, where can I obtain a bear? What type of bear should I get? What should I feed my bear? How should I train my bear? I'll briefly outline the best program to follow. First, you can obtain a bear from nearly any pet shop in Yellowstone National Park. Of far more interest is the care to be exercised in the selection of your family bear. First, stop and ask yourself this question. Do I want a watch bear, a house bear, a toy bear, a gummy bear, or a giggly bear? I have this suggestion to make if you want a watch bear. If you're over 200 pounds weight and in good physical condition, by all means get a polar bear. If your weight falls between 175 pounds and 200 pounds, a grizzly would be the logical choice. For those husky individuals between 150 and 175 pounds, the cinnamon bear makes a wonderful pet. However, the Black Bear Association of America insists that the black bear is the better choice. Should you fall in the 125 to 150 pound weight bracket, you should insist on a honey bear. I personally am above this weight bracket, but I have an affinity for honey that makes the honey bear rank high in my own personal preferences. Bear aficionados below 125 and 90 pounds usually find themselves nearly equally divided between the gummy bear, the giggly bear, and the toy bear. Past experience has shown that people who do not like honey generally end up by choosing a gummy bear. The giggly bear is best for people with a propensity for laughing a lot. You may have already suspected that giggly bears are conducive to laughter and fun. This bear is more prevalent in Vancouver Island than any other habitat, although the otter is a formidable contender for the fish used as a principal source of protein for gigglies. The multicolored berries of this island are widely believed to have caused the giggly to gain its name, as they are known to tickle a bear's fancy. This results in excessive laughing habits. A word now on training your bear. Note, this is of vital importance. Many bear owners have complained that it's hard to break their bear from eating children. I have found from experience that this is the best method for overcoming this somewhat annoying trait. The first time your bear devours one of your children, grasp him masterfully by one front paw. Then, by twisting sharply, you can force his paw behind his back. Grasp both paws firmly in one hand, as set out in the Manual of Neutralization of Bear Power, Chapter 11, Paragraph 2, Bear Handcuffing. Slap him slowly but smartly across his cheek with your free hand. Stand distinctly. No, bear, no. In the event that your bear is poorly trained or ill-tempered and snaps at you, stomp him vigorously in his toes. This will subdue all but the meanest bears. For this relatively small percentage of bears, some owners have reported good results from sprinkling generous amounts of red pepper on their children. The bear will then bother only the neighbor's children, a fact which causes no end of bad feelings toward the owners and considerable unwarranted prejudice toward the bears. One characteristic that should not be overlooked is their eating habits. The food is always too hot for daddy bears, too cold for mommy bears, but just right for baby bears, toy bears, gummy bears, and giggly bears. This curious trait is believed to arise from some psychological disturbance of the bears while they're growing up, and is presently being investigated by the American Society of Bear Owners, of which I am the president. As a little side note, we might say that I am recognized by many as the leading authority on the effects of shock treatment on psychopathic bears. Anyone that wishes to join this society may do so by visiting www.jameswalter.com. I hope you enjoyed this little story, and I hope you'll come back to see me. Goodbye.